So you want to be a mom, but you feel like time is running out. You feel like you just don't have so much time. You are maybe in your mid or end 30s or even early 40s, and you just start feeling an anxiety that you really, really want to be a mom. You want to have a family. You want to have a loving partner, but all of that did not happen yet. And right now you just feel like time is running out, and it just makes you anxious. And maybe you are in a relationship where the person isn't committing, isn't wanting to have kids right now, and you just like, what will I do? I cannot force him. If I start over, it will take so much time. Or maybe you are right now single and you had a couple of failed relationships where you just felt frustrated not knowing how to change them into fulfilling loving relationships, and you just focused on your career in the last years, which is amazing. But now you're like realizing that you really want to be in a loving marriage, you really want to have kids, and the time is running, and the time is running, and now you're thinking, what now? What to do? How can I make this happen? Can I make this happen? So first things first, I want to acknowledge that you're not alone. So many women feel that way. Even though they tried so much, they've been in a multiple relationships, they've been kind to the person, but every single time the guy just doesn't want marriage, or there's just something wrong in this relationship, or um, like the you just haven't felt like the commitment, or there was just something that made this relationship come to an end, and you're just thinking, can I even have a relationship that is that stable to attract a kid? And I understand that there are just so many thoughts that come up to your mind where you are feeling, in which direction should I go? Where should I start? Because I do have a desire to have a loving, fulfilling marriage, and I do have a desire to have kids. And especially if you are right now feeling like, your biological clock is ticking and there is just like time running out, you might get into a state of panicking, anxiety, loss of direction. This video is for you, and let's tackle these topics one by one, okay? So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ellie Taylor, a dating relationship coach, and I have helped countless of women in the last 5 years to attract a dream partner, dream commitment, mostly an affluent, a millionaire man, to commit to each other, to have healthy, loving relationships. And I've been guiding those women during dating, but also during the relationship process. I had a few male clients as well, and been able to help them as well, attracting the love that they deserve. Okay. And if you want to talk to me directly about your situation, I have a gift for you. You can reach out for a free love audit call. I will put the link in the description box. Okay. So now let's talk about the biological clock, fear, what to do, and what to not do. Number one thing that I do not want you to do is to panic. Because what happens, like, think about it. If people panic, what usually happens? Are they being emotionally wise with their decisions? People usually who are in fear, panic, they act irrational, and they are not going to the right direction. People can say mean things or just rush into something that isn't the right match. So although you have a feeling of panicking, do not panic. Stay calm, breathe, and be like, okay, I'm here. I'm also watching this video to find a solution to this. Okay. So panicking energy is never the right thing. All right. I want you to just breathe and be open that there are solutions. The second point here is that no matter what was in the past, what kind of relationships you have been attracting, relationships that haven't been healthy, relationships where a man didn't want to commit, relationships where men haven't been emotionally stable, if you had these problems, it does not mean that the next person will be the same. And I get it that you might be feeling like, I'm just tired. I don't know if I can even be in a relationship. If relationship means that I'm being with this type of man, I just can't. I prefer being single. I get it. But this doesn't have the past, doesn't have to be the future. And I have guided so many of my clients to start attracting a different type of partner. Okay, a different type of person, someone who's actually committable, someone who is emotionally available, someone who is taking care of themselves and their life. It's just a pattern, and patterns are habits, but also there is a reason behind it. It's like you have grass coming in your garden, yeah, right? This, and you keep cutting this grass, and you're wondering, why does this grass keep coming? Because there are roots underneath, and these roots have to be spotted, okay? And just like roots from grass are invisible, the roots why you keep attracting the same type of person, or a person who isn't the right match for you, are often invisible as well, especially for yourself. You need like an X-ray to see it. And this is what I'm an expert in, to really see what is underneath. Why is this grass keep coming, and to remove it and to plant a beautiful flower that, can be your relationship. So that's the second point, that you remember that the past doesn't has to be the future. It doesn't has to define you, okay? And I know that it's just easier to say, I'm just giving up, I can't. Every single man is like horrible. Or if you're a guy, you might be saying every single woman is just horrible, this and this and this and this. But if you really want a relationship, you want to have a family, this belief doesn't serve you. I much rather you knowing that there are people out there that are very nice, kind, a good match for you. But you have to find them, and you have to also be a good match for that. And this needs an X-ray in the roots, okay? So if you've tried by yourself, reach out for a free love audit call. If you've tried by yourself and you haven't have the success that you wanted. So the next step is that I understand like the pressure and the fear behind the biological clock, because you really want to have kids and you really want to be in a relationship. However, choosing a person that is not the right match for you, choosing a person that maybe doesn't fully commit, doesn't want to fully provide, or has toxic traits, or it's like way below your standard, is long term not going to be beneficial for you or for your children, because you are committing to a person, also with the kid, for a lifetime, So I know that your desire to have kids is like really big and you want that, but if you can invest in yourself, reach out for extra support so that you actually choose the right person. You choose a person that is going to be a great father, that is going to be caring about you, about the children, is mentally, financially stable, at least stable and successful best. Okay, so rushing those things is not going to be a good outcome. I know, like, personally, from just like friends, family, I know quite a few people, women that just get pregnant and just want to raise the kids by themselves, which is obviously, how can I say, a way. But is it, if I interview them, is it the way that they imagine their life, to just like raise the kid by themselves? Not really. They want a loving relationship, but they just don't know how, right? And then just give up. But the truth is, you just need to learn and you just need some extra support. Just like when you learn how to drive a car, you probably didn't learn by yourself. You had a teacher, someone who was guiding you every step in that. And same with career. You've like just like I had teachers who guided me how to be a good coach. Yeah, I've got training in that. No one will expect me to be a good coach without training. And we are expecting us to be successful in relationships, choosing the right person without training, creating good relationship without training. And that's just not how it works. We humans, we need training. Okay, so don't rush this thing right now. Get the extra support. And then last but not least is if you are in a relationship right now that that isn't giving you what you want. Maybe you want the commitment, you want kids, but this guy is just keeping you in girlfriend boyfriend zone, or he himself doesn't says he doesn't want to have kids. It's a very tricky situation, and I right now couldn't tell you what to do, how to get out of that, or how to inspire this man to, to change his mind. So in that situation, I also highly encourage you to have the extra support. Not even me, honestly. If you think I'm a good fit for you, reach out to me. But like really get the extra support instead of like rushing, just choosing someone, or instead of just giving up fully on your dream of having a family, having kids. Yeah. And last but not least, think about the things that you can do right now instead of thinking about all the negativity, like it's just hopeless, every relationship is just failing. um I've already done so much, I just feel so bad. It's a negative down spiral. So I highly encourage you to have a better mindset and better thoughts. What else can I do to have that? And is there any way that I can get the extra support? Is there any way that I can educate myself? And again, a lot of the times, especially relationship education, isn't enough because there are deep subconscious pattern behaviors that needs to be addressed, which are just like the roots in the grass, right? Like here's the grass, here are the roots, invisible for you. Yeah. So instead of giving up and thinking, okay, it's just hopeless, I just keep cutting the grass, but there is just no flower coming out. Yes, the roots have to be addressed. And instead of giving up or settling for someone that you think is not a good match, I highly encourage you to really address those root issues, address the reason why you keep attracting this type of men, and then start attracting your dream guy. Okay, so many of my clients have a history of multiple decades attracting toxic or unavailable type of men. Okay, but once we can go to the root issues of that and decode the pattern, they actually attract healthy available men. Yeah, healthy men who are available, who are providing, who are supporting, who want a family as well. And now suddenly, like suddenly, right? It's not suddenly, they've invested in themselves, but kind of the life makes a different direction. And this doesn't have to take years. It can take like maybe like realistically speaking, like maybe 6 months, something like that. Okay, so this doesn't have to be long. And in this period, you get to attract someone who is a perfect match for you, who is a good match for your lifestyle, who is healthy, and who is going to be a really good father and a really good life partner, because this is one of the most important decisions of your life, who is next to you. And your partner is going to highly influence your kids. And even if you would say, oh, you know what, I'm just going to raise the kid by myself, who needs a dad? The truth is, kids need a dad. And I was a kid that grew up mostly without my dad. and that was not good. I was very lucky that here and there he was there, or I had an older brother who was there for me, and I had uncles to have like some male role models. But kids need a dad, and it is a big blessing to have a dad who is there emotionally, financially, there. Okay, so again, don't rush the situation. I get it that you might be feeling overwhelmed, that you might be feeling stress, there's time pressure. But the last thing I want you to do is settle for someone that isn't at your standard, who isn't there, who isn't fully healthy, okay, just because you are running out of time. A better approach is to really turn the situation around, find the perfect match, which can be within a few months, okay, and then build a good foundation with the right partner, and then welcome the kids. And I know that especially you might be feeling time is running out, but a few months, 6 months, I would highly suggest you to invest in yourself and to work on yourself and to find the right person before you make any big decision in your life. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope that what you take from this video is that you don't give up on your dream, but you also don't feel hopeless and just settle, but really, really look into the roots. Hopefully with my support, reach out for a free love audit call and find the right person for yourself, and then start building an amazing, loving family, because you deserve that, and it is definitely available for you. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I see you in the next video.